Hello everyone and welcome to the fourth episode of the strategy guide in the skirmish section, and this time we will be playing Sandcastles with Togami.
Hello, hello.
So Sandcastles is one of my favorite missions, and in this mission is like Cold War as a defender. If you know how to use the bomber, if the other player doesn't know how to use the bomber, you win the game. And if the other player does know how to use the bomber, we will never know, but you have to know how to use the bomber. Okay, so in this mission, the bomber is the main unit. You have to get the airbase. The factory, it depends, because the factory allows you to get the light tank, but if it's not used well, it's 3 points for the other, because the light tank will not survive to the bombs of the bomber. So the bomber can just throw 3 bombs and poop poop poop, 40 points to me. So the factory, it's vulnerable, but it depends how it's used. So what do I usually do at the beginning? I send the grunts to the airbase, I send the 3 bazookas to the factory, and I take the AA to the middle of the island, charging my missiles, and once when the other player captures the airbase, the bomber will just appear, and that's where I begin to just shoot at the bomber, because the bomber is the main menace. If you destroy the bomber, everything will be alright. Normally, you have to play very bad to lose without an enemy bomber. So once I capture the airbase, I consider myself very aggressive in this map. I try to, once my airbase is captured, I send my 5 grunts to the other airbase, because players will try normally to focus on the bomber or the factory, but they won't pay attention to the grunts that are coming to the airbase. Knowing that there's an autogun on the airbase, I try to destroy the autogun with my bomber before the grunts are coming to the airbase. So what's the priority once you send the grunts to the airbase? To destroy the bomber. Why? Because if you destroy the bomber, you can destroy anything else with the bomber: the anti-air, the bazookas, the grunts, the autoguns, the empty towers, and the light tank. The A tower is very vulnerable because it's not a vehicle, so if one bomb touches the AA, it's almost done, and if 2 bombs touch the AA, it's done. So you have really to learn how to avoid bombs thrown by a player bomber, because you know that an AA bomber will just throw bombs in a straight line, while a player bomber, as you can do in exchange of fire, will be way more aggressive, and you have to know when to barrel roll to dodge the bombs. So that's the main strategy. You have to really be careful to see where the units are, because the other day I was playing with Colonel Strat, and I let him capture my own airbase, but he didn't see the map, the radar, and he didn't see that I was going around with my units. I sent my 5 grunts to his own airbase, and my 3 bazookas and my AA to his factory. So okay, he captured the airbase, but he lost his airbase and his factory. So if you want to attack somewhere, you have to be careful. There's no units going by the right if you're the Anglo Isles, and by the left if you're the Western Frontier, because those units can capture your own airbase at your back. Okay, so what's the priority? To capture the other airbase. In this one is very easy, sorry, because the game pace on this map is very quickly, sorry, no, it's very fast, sorry. And yeah, the main menace is the bomber. So if you lose the anti-air, you know by my tips and by the exchange of fire video that you can take down the bomber with the bomber. Either shooting bombs to it in front, such as the shot shooting in front of the heavy tank in melee because there's a connection delay, or just using the kamikaze tip, putting you in front of the bomber and the bomber will explode. Which happened a lot of times. I was playing with Zeno, and Zeno was getting mad because he didn't understand why his bomber was exploding, and it was because of that. Because the game will understand that the bomber behind is trying to kamikaze and crash into the bomber in front. Okay. So try to avoid to put every unit in the same spot, because if the bomber bombs that, your whole battalion will go away. And if your whole battalion will go away, there's a huge chance you will lose all your flag. Okay? Ah, we lost Togami.
All right.
Ah, okay.
I'm
Togami.
right here.
Okay,
still here.
so I will pick any side, because as usual, we will pick the other side later. So I always control the AA. I always control either the AA or the bomber. I control the AA at the beginning to try to weaken the bomber, and then I control the bomber. Because if you let the bomber just fly around, he won't fly low, sorry, to avoid the AA missiles. So if there's an AA missile near, take the bomber controlled and fly low, and try to destroy it in priority. If the other player is going forward, it's going to attack you, destroy the bomber first, because the bomber will blow away everything. So if the player is waiting for you, try to sneak around and kill the AA, and if the player is attacking you, kill the bomber, okay?
Alrighty, let's get started.
So grunts to the airbase and bazookas to the factory, while I'm controlling the AA. Hello, sir. So some players know this tactic and bring with them true grunts to harm the AA while they are doing the AA thing. Ooh, I almost got you. You see, your bomber wasn't controlled by you, so it was a easy target to my... Yeah, and now you're screwed. Because you have no anti-air and no bomber. Ouch. Okay. Because I'm gonna wait to the bomber to reappear. Ouch, you got me. No, please. There you go. You see, I was keeping an eye on the spawn, and at the moment where your AA was respawning, I just killed it. So now you have to wait again for the AA to respawn. And the anti-air again destroyed because I was waiting for it to respawn. Oh, the bomber just reappeared. The huge chance. You see, I was in front of you, so I just wait for the game to understand that you were that you wanted to crush on me, even if it's not true. Yeah, I knew. I mean, I suppose that you were going to the right, to the left, no, to the right. So okay, so normally a player won't let you capture the airbase, but I will let you capture it so you can play, because this mission is unplayable with when you have nothing, because if you have the bomber just bombing, it's just 4 minutes of suffering. Okay, so look for the anti-air. Normally it's controlled by the player, so look for the P2 on the radar. So I'm here, and try to fly low. Okay, or you can take the units away, but you're getting some missiles. You're not flying low. You have to come to me. There's no other issue. So look, Togami, look. I'm going to take the bomber very low and very slow, then accelerate, going up, and look at bombs. Do you see how far they go?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not very precise, but sometimes it can do a lot of damage. Oh, your bomber is there. Haha. Chop chop. Ha ha ha. Impossible. Your airbase.
I can't do anything about it. It's way too late.
Ah, you see? You cross onto me, and then I cross onto you. Okay, so that's sandcastles. I mean, that's the bomber. That's the power of the bomber.
Okay. Next side.
Yeah. So same thing. I mean, in this mission, there's no preference in the side. For example, in Cold War, Tundra has a huge advantage. In Aces High, Western Frontier has a huge advantage. In Storm the Palace, Exilveni has a huge advantage. In Lightning Strike, the Iron Legion. But in Skirmish, besides Border Patrol, there's not a significant difference. I knew it. No! You have no bomber and nothing, so be really careful. You're very vulnerable. Yeah, I'm taking. Yeah, I'm gonna take your airbase. Yeah, you see, it's. I mean, the pace in this map against a good player is very fast. You know, sometimes, like now, my bomber is a really low health. You know, sometimes it's better to just sacrifice your bomber and making it respawn at a better moment. It sounds crazy, but it really works sometimes. All my units, no! Where's the AA? Where's the AA? Oh, there. You see, I'm always looking for the AA. It's very important. What? He's not dead? What? I thought he was dead. No, your airbase. The airbase is a priority. Yeah, that time is precious. Yeah. Okay.
Feels as if I've never played this game in my life now.
Ah?
It feels like I'm new at this game again
Well, it's
because
normal because you're
I'm just
playing
doing that
at
badly.
another level. It's normal. But when you're getting used to it, it's just practice and motivation. And nice. And I'm putting myself. Yes. And the anti-air is my priority now. And then no anti-air, no bomber. 3 kills. You see? Once the AA and the bomber is destroyed, the enemy bomber will be even more aggressive. Because he knows that there's nothing that can stop him. Oh, scheiße, the bomber. I mean, if the bomber is not bombing you or is far away, you can charge your missiles because I'm seeing that you are shooting one missile at a time. No, if the bomber is far away or is not attacking you, you can charge the missile vet. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, this is the fastest mission in the game. I mean, the base is never stopping. I mean, the bomber, the bomber, the bomber, the bomber. It's never stopping. So you have to be really reactive. So this is the 4th episode of the skirmish section of the Battalion Wars 2 strategy guide. So I think sandcastles equal bomber. So as simple as that.
Bomber.
Yeah, just bomber. So hope you all like it. Leave a like, share, and everything. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment and then ask what you didn't understand with my Spanish accent, any propositions, etc. And we will see each other next time to the 5th episode of our skirmish section, Donatsu Island. Bye!